What I'm trying to do is I voted for Kasich in the primary. I am not going to vote for Donald Trump. And I want the Hillary supporters to know that there are Republicans against Trump. Now, I will vote for Hillary because I'm not voting for Trump.
Thank you. I have this old-fashioned idea that if you're running for president, you should say what you want to do. How you're going to pay for it, and how you'll get it done. I actually sweat the specifics because they matter. Whether one more kid gets health care may just be a detail in Washington, but it's all that matters to that family worrying about their child. I want to talk about what Donald Trump is promising to do to the economy. I said his foreign policy proposals and reckless statements represent a danger to our national security. But you might think that because he has spent his life as a businessman, he'd be better prepared to handle the economy. Well, it turns out he's dangerous there too. Just like he shouldn't have his finger on the button, he shouldn't have his hands on our economy. Liberals and conservatives say Trump's ideas would be disastrous. The Chamber of Commerce and labor unions, Mitt Romney and Elizabeth Warren, economists on the right and the left and the center all agree Trump would throw us back into recession. One of the leading firms that analyzes the top threats to the global economy, called the Economist Intelligence Unit, comes out with a new list of threats every month. It includes things like terrorism and the disintegration of Europe. And this month, number 3 on the list is Donald Trump becoming President of the United States. Just think about that. Every day we see how reckless and careless Trump is. He's proud of it. Well, that's his choice. Except when he's asking to be our president. Then it's our choice. And of course, Donald himself would get a huge tax cut from his own plan. But we don't know exactly how much because he won't release his tax returns. What's he afraid of? Maybe that we'll learn he hasn't paid taxes on his huge income. We know that happened for at least a few years. He paid nothing or close to it. Or maybe he isn't as rich as he claims. Or that he hasn't given away as much to charity as he brags about. Whatever the reason, Americans deserve to know before you cast your votes. Just the other day, he told a crowd that America is, quote, not going to survive. I do not know what he is talking about. I went to 112 countries as your Secretary of State, and what I saw is envy. Envy for our strength, our values, our diversity, the future we are making together. If I were not running against him for president, I would be saying exactly the same thing. We cannot put a person like this, with all his empty promises, in a position of power over our lives. We can't let him bankrupt America like we are one of his failed casinos. We can't let him roll the dice with our children's futures. Leading an economy as large and complex as ours, creating growth that is strong, fair, and lasting is about as hard a job as there is. It takes patience and clear thinking, a willingness to work across party lines, to level with the American people, and it takes really caring about whether working families will be better off because of what we do.